Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you my curly hair routine using some affordable products that give me a super moisturized and long-lasting wash and go. Let's get started. I'm starting on freshly shampooed and deep conditioned hair that I've separated into 3 different sections, one on each side and then one on the top. So I'm going to start in the back and kind of just brush through the section and make sure it's detangled. I do already have some conditioner in my hair, which is why the brush is gliding through so easily. And then I'm going to separate the section in half so I can get started. I'm squirting that bottom half of the section with some water because I do like to start my wash and goes on dripping wet hair. And then I'm grabbing about one pump of my Shea Moisture Manuka Honey and Mafura Oil Intensive Hydration Conditioner. This is actually a rinse out conditioner that you would use after shampooing, but I like to use it as a leave-in. So I'm just smoothing that through my section, brushing through the section to make sure it's evenly distributed, and then I'm going to go ahead and squirt my hair down a little bit more with some water, and then I'm going to grab my styler of choice, which is the Camille Naturals Curl Maker Gel, and I usually use about 1 pump of that for a section this size, and I just smooth that through the section, making sure it's evenly distributed. I grab my brush and brush it through to make sure it's evenly distributed that way too. And then if needed, I grab a little bit more of the gel and put it closer to my roots because my roots tend to get pretty frizzy pretty quickly. After both products are evenly distributed through that bottom half of that section, I'm going to grab the top half and repeat the steps. I find both the Shea Moisture Conditioner and the Camille Naturals Curl Maker Gel at Target. You can find them at a lot of different places. I just always go to Target for them. They're pretty affordable, but what makes them most affordable for me anyway is that when I use them together, my wash and go lasts a lot longer than it does with any other product combination that I use. So that's why I call this particular combination affordable, even though the Camille Naturals Curl Maker Gel may not be the most affordable gel on the shelf, but in the long run, the amount of product you use and the length of time that your wash and go will last is a lot longer than it does with some other products. So after my products are distributed through the top half of that back section, I grab my brush and brush through both sections together to just make sure everything is still detangled and nicely distributed. If your bottom section started to set or dry already, you obviously want to skip this step with brushing the 2 sections together. But since I squirt my hair with so much water throughout my routine, my bottom section is still pretty wet, so I'm able to brush through it. So that half is done. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the other side and repeat the same exact steps. Gonna go ahead and skip through it because I don't want to bore you guys. And just like that, we're on to the top section. So this section isn't super big, so I don't split this one in half. I'm just gonna go ahead and detangle it and then squirt it down with a little bit of water to make sure it's dripping wet, and then I'll brush through it some more. And then I will add my leave-in, the Shea Moisture Conditioner, to the section and brush through to detangle and also distribute the product. And then I go in with the Camille Naturals Curl Maker Gel and distribute and smooth that through the section as well. I've mentioned in my previous curly hair routines that I normally don't do a part on my wash and goes. That way I can flip my hair from side to side throughout the day or split it down the middle if I want to. But if you prefer to have a defined part in your wash and go, you want to do that now and then put your products in your hair and lay your hair in the direction that you want it to fall when it's dry. So after all the products are distributed throughout my hair, I kind of just scrunch it a little bit to get the curls popping a little bit more. And then, per usual, if you've watched some of my other curly hair routines, you'll know that I like to flip my hair all around and make sure that none of my curls are stuck to my scalp. My hair is pretty fine, so it likes to lay down, and I want it to be big and voluminous, so flipping it around helps a lot. And here's the back. I'm sorry you can't see the full length. It's hard for me to tell if I'm in frame or not because obviously I'm facing the other way, but there's the back. And now we're going to start diffusing those curls. So I'm grabbing my blow dryer with my DevaFuser attachment, and I'm using high speed, medium heat, and first I'm going to get the DevaFuser in there at the roots to get those dry first. And I like to use the fingers on the DevaFuser to lift my hair because again it is fine, so I have to create a lot of the volume that I don't have naturally. And as I'm diffusing my curls, I do flip my hair from side to side and front to back. When I use the Camille Rose Naturals Curl Maker Gel, I like to spend a lot more time diffusing my hair upside down. The Curl Maker Gel really defines my curls, which I love, but it doesn't allow me to have a ton of volume. So again, I have to create that volume. So to help with that, flipping my hair upside down as I diffuse really gets the volume going. After my roots are dry, I go ahead and diffuse the length of my curls, and then after my curls are 100% dry, I use the cool shot on the blow dryer to set the curls and also to cool my scalp down. So as I mentioned before, the Curl Maker Gel gives me a ton of definition, but not a ton of volume. So I'm going to start creating volume with my hands and fingers, going in at the root and just kind of stretching and using my fingers the same way that I would a hair pick, just kind of loosening the roots up and fluffing them out. I also go in and separate and pull my curls apart. That helps to create volume too. And then of course I smooth my edges really quick. And then to get some more volume, I'm going in with my hair pick at the roots to give some lift. I never really pick the top of my curls with the hair pick because I don't want to create a ton of frizz on first day hair, but I do like to go in underneath the top layer of curls and create some volume. And then I just continue to flip my hair back and forth and pick my curls apart, pull them apart, use my hands and fingers, use the hair pick if needed. I also like to use a wide tooth comb. It's the same effect as a hair pick. I just use whatever is within reach and I just create as much volume as I want. Sometimes people comment below saying I play in my hair too much, but you guys, this is the fun part. I can't help it. And that's it. That is my curly hair routine using 2 affordable products. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a thing. And until next time, I'll see you in my next one. Bye.